Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go and hit that subscribe. Today we have such a fun and exciting unboxing. Sweetie Nail Supply was so kind to send me out another collection, and this one is like just spring vibes. We're ready for spring. I'm ready for spring. Like, I live in Canada, Ontario, and like legit, go away snow. Like, it's just, I'm over you. You're cold and it's just gloomy. And we're in March now. March is my birthday month. So I'm just like, I want to bloom. And that's how I feel in March. Like, I'm just ready to bloom and come out and just be like open and free. So the cold needs to go away. So I'm ready over the winter vibes, and I'm ready in for spring. And Sweetie Nail Supply is also ready for spring. They're bringing out a lot of their spring collections right now. And Blanc De Blue came out with this beautiful, beautiful collection. And I've never tried their cream gels, Korean cream gels. So I'm very excited to try their more opaque gels. I've gotten into a lot of their syrups, so I'm really excited to see some of their cream gels and just see how I like them. I'm very particular with my cream gels. Usually I only go for Madame Glam, not gonna lie to you, but I've been loving cream polishes, so I'm so excited to see how they are. I know I'm gonna love them. Like, let's be real, right? Blanc De Blue, they came out with this Lissom collection. When I say the packaging is like chef's kiss, it's chef's kiss. Look at the packaging on this. It is like a storybook. Like, I'm gonna put it on my bookshelf because it looks like a book. Like, I'm keeping this packaging. It is so beautiful. Gorgeous. So this is this. So this is what the box is. The box is just stunning. Lissom Spring Garden with Blanc De Blue. So this is a collection from Blanc De Blue, and oh my god, the packaging is a must. Does anybody else just feel Korean products and Japanese products just go the extra mile with the packaging that we just don't really see in like the North American packaging? Because I haven't seen that. Look at this. Okay, so it goes okay. Look at this. God. I need to show you up here. So it legit goes up. You have like a card vibe up there. And then, is that not just gorgeous? That is gorgeous. So in the cards section, I'm assuming this would be your swatch card. And it is. It's your swatch card. It is the most gorgeous little swatch card. We invite you to the Blanc's garden. Enjoy a picnic under the spring sunshine. Oh my god. And they all have names. That's really cute too. Oh my god, I'm just loving that. Look at this little, like, oh my. Like, when I say the packaging, they go all out, they really do go all out. That is the cutest thing ever. Now I gotta figure out what swatch stones I want to put on this. That is so cute. But I've been wanting to do let's do some spring flowers, so maybe some tulips. I feel like those are like always like the first little, ooh, creamy look. First flowers to bloom, come out. You know the tulips are out. When the tulips are out, you know it's spring, right? That's what I feel. They're always like the first flower to come out, no? So I thought we would do some spring nails. And we'll give these a quick swatch. Oh, yeah, look at that one. Sorry. Oh, you're so gorgeous. So these are cream gels, not syrup gels. So these are going to be opaque, as where a syrup is a little bit more see-through. Oh my. I don't know why. I feel like it smells like black licorice. Cute little bottles. This is the first time I'm actually trying. Is it the first time I'm trying this brand, or were those little gels that brand? No. So I have tried this brand before, Blanc De Blue, but it was like their really glitter collection. So it was very glittery potted gel. So I've never tried their creams, or I've tried any creams actually yet. So I'm really excited to try them. But the packaging alone gets a 15 out of 10. Like, it is the most cutest little like book. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll quickly swatch these and then we will go ahead and create some cute nail art for these. I'm thinking spring, right? Let's go spring vibes. Spring flowers, using all these beautiful colors, and let's just see what we can get into and create. Oh yeah, guys, I don't want to forget, I'm so bad with that sometimes. So you can get these off Sweetie Nail Supply and you can use my discount code BlueRose to save yourself 10%. I'm sorry, it probably just popped up. I get so excited that I forget that. You're definitely going to want to go grab these and you're going to want to save a little bit of coin as well. So don't forget to use my discount code and you can save yourself 10% over at Sweetie Nail Supply on any of the products. All right, now let's jump into swatches and nail art, shall we? Okay guys, so I've kind of experimented a little bit with the molds, trying it with just the clear, and then it kind of like detached itself. So I don't know if I'm a fan of that. So I think I'm gonna just keep this, but what I think I'm gonna do is try to go over it a little bit more generous in the back so it just has that like all clear vibe to it. We did get a couple little flowers that actually might work. I might just sprinkle them around as a vibe. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot my phone. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I think that that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna make a couple more of the flowers in the mold the same way, and I thought I'll just kind of show you how I do that. I'll kind of keep that part in, and yeah, we'll just continue to make all the pieces I think I want. My background in my nails is a bit darker, so I think I'm just trying to switch gears. Because I used an acrylic for my base, I really needed a clear for what I originally think I wanted. So a small part of me is like, should I have just done this on like tips? But I think like we could still make my nails look really cute with these gels, and then we could always do a future set with the kind of inspiration that I had in mind. The vibe that I had in mind, but I still want to use these molds for it. Like, I don't know, the more I look at these, like, are these roses? They feel like they're roses, not tulips. I don't remember what type of mold that is. But we're going to keep using this little mold and we will see where we go from there. Okay, so I just did those 3 flowers and I thought I was talking to you guys the whole freaking time. I wasn't even filming. Ugh, what annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do this one here. How do I want that? Okay, so I'm gonna put pink over here. So what I'm doing, and I don't even know what I got or what I didn't get in that last. I'm just gonna repeat myself. I was using the Sweetie Nail Supply check brush. Oh my god, I so recommend that. It is like the perfect size for the molds. It's not too big, it's not too small. It holds enough product where I don't feel like a liner would be just too little to get in there. And you want it to have like a little density to get in the little holes. And flip it over so you can see to make sure you have all the polish into the color, like in the little grooves of where you want the color to be. Wiping off your brush in between each different color is a good suggestion. We need a little bit more product. I think let's go orange here. See how it just fits right in there? It's like a perfect brush. I really like that brush for mold so far. And again, flip it to make sure you're getting, and you can see, so we have quite a bit of product we want to get over here. Okay. Make sure you want to try to take out any of the little color where you know you're gonna want the green for our leaves. So what I think I'm gonna do, I was trying to do them all without flash curing it, but I'm realizing what's happening is that some are getting pulled into areas I don't really want them to pull. So I think I'm just gonna quickly flash cure. And go back in and make sure you're getting in those grooves. Looking good. So you can kind of see through it. And then I think we're going to go, should we go purple up top? Do I have enough purple? Maybe. Nice. A little bit up here. I'd like to get some coverage in. Now I'm not going to fill the whole little mold of the nail part completely with polish. I feel like that would, you run the risk of it not being cured, as well as it wrinkling. So you really just want to get the outer mold. Like, you're not going to see the backside. The backside is going to be glued down. So we will fill that with the crazy top. And that's what I've been doing, at least. But it's okay to layer it too. If you feel like you've missed some or you want it to be just opaque, and you make sure you get a full coverage of whatever your design is. Our case is this little flower. I for sure can see some pieces over there. And then if you do realize, like I just realized there, if you get a little on the outside, try to take it up. That way you have a nice, like, shaped when it comes out. Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna go blue. Quickly give it a little flash. Okay, so they all look pretty decent in there. I'm gonna go give a full cure just to make sure that they are all cured. Oh, my foot's falling asleep. Now I still have to figure out what I want to do for the background of my nails. I'm really thinking that I might want to go in, maybe dab some blue up top, maybe dab some yellow, kind of give it sky vibes. I think I'm just going to try to go for like a sky garden vibe and have just these little flowers kind of all around. Is kind of where I'm thinking now. I think. Maybe do a little butterfly. But I think I'm gonna have to have that like almost sky vibes up top of my nails. And then like just maybe dab a little bit of green on the bottom. Maybe we can use a different green. Yeah, maybe like this type of green. Greeny gray. Just to have it more of a grassy type of thing. Oh, I have no clue yet. Do you guys ever do that? Had a vision, but then you're like, oh, I want to do this different. Oh, this is clear. Oh yeah. Okay, I know what I forgot to do. I want to paint these in first, actually. Where I was going with that, I don't know. Okay. Now for this, I'm gonna actually grab a liner brush. Ow. Now, if I really want to take up anything like crazy, just get a little toothpick, and then if you put a little pressure on it, it should just kind of like lift up. Don't dig your toothpick into your mold because you'll ruin your mold. Sometimes like you can just pick up what just stuck on the outside of it. So I'm just going to do exactly the same thing over here on this side, and then we're going to fill them in clear. But yeah, I think for the fine little details, actually the liner brush does work a little bit better. And I'm using the Sweetie #1 liner. Slightly opening the mold too. Not a lot, but you want to just, I don't know, at least I am, guys. Remember, this is just how I'm doing it. Making molds are very time consuming. Like this legitly is taking me like 20 minutes just to make this mold. So keep that in mind. Put that in, I'm gonna fully cure that, and then I'm really debating, do I go over it with the clear? Okay, I think I'm going to just go with my gut and put the clear all on the back and fill them in. almost making this like a full charm vibe, I feel. We're gonna see. If not, we're gonna spend the other 28 minutes and redo it and try it again. No, I really don't think I want too much of that. Okay, I'm gonna try one. Gonna try the one and see. Give it a full 60 seconds and then we will check back in, see how that one came out, see if I like that before I move on to the next one and me not like it and then I just want to do the gel polish vibe. Okay, so I actually do think it's probably best to have that little bit of clear, and once we go over it evenly, you don't see it as like this one. I think I was trying to wipe off the clear gel, so you just got all the little lines. I think you get this a lot neater. Okay, excuse me. A lot neater if you don't wipe off and you just have that clear coating on the background just to kind of give it like that vibe, and we can clean up some of the edges there. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I think I'm going to, I can still probably use this one once I go ahead, and I can probably just actually add a little bit of clear on the backing to, maybe one you won't see that once you thing it, I don't know. I still might use it. I might create another one though. I'll see. I'll probably have to create at least one more because I want 4, 2 on each hand. But make sure you fill in your little bulbs, I should say, not balls. Bulbs of, I really don't know what type of flower this is. I should like message my mom and be like, is this a tulip or is this a rose? I feel like it's a rose, but I want it to be a tulip. It's all good. Really try to get it still nice and even and not too thick. Alright, so I'm gonna take this one out, let that cure, take it out. If I do have to make another one, I'll probably just make that off camera because that's tedious AF. I might make some more bulbs too, I'll see. I think getting my first hand done is key, so I know where to go with my second hand. But I do like the way that they came out. They're super cute. I really, really love these colors. They're so pretty. Cute little flowers. So I just pulled that one out. Yeah, that one came out really nice too. So yeah, I think putting the clear coating on the back really just helps it stay together. I like it. We did miss like one thing there, but it's fine. Nice. Alright guys, so we're gonna go down with the base. Now I've actually already went down with like the actual base color, and that was like the nudie color in this collection. I'm so sorry, I'm laying in bed doing the voiceover. Don't judge me. So I can't remember the name of it, but I probably didn't even have to go down with this color, even though I don't mind it peeking through a little bit, because I kind of did like a full cover scenery background, and I don't know, I really want you to let me know, like when I'm doing it, can you see my vision? Because sometimes I feel like, can you guys see where I'm going with this? Or is it just like in my head vision, if that makes sense? So I really want to create almost just like the sky vibes, like the sun peeking through, the blue sky, maybe a little clouds. And then I want to taper it down to kind of give more like the earthier tone. So I don't want to go too green with like green grass, but they have this beautiful, it's kind of like a greeny gray. I think that worked out really well for almost the ground vibe, because I feel like it's spring, like the ground is just coming into bloom, things are just starting to blossom. So that's kind of where I was going with this. So I'm just going in and I'm using this little brush. I believe this is from Maniology, but it's just a good little how do you call it, ombre brush there. And I do go ahead with my, I think it's my gel application brush, and I do go around the edges and I kind of just blend them in a little bit. So I just kind of tap them out so they're not as harsh. I feel like when you're blending it with this brush, it's a little bit more harsher. So I do want to kind of smooth out my edges around it. And I will do that with the blue as well, kind of giving like the sky vibe and then going in with the very last of the colors. In the end, kind of giving that gravel-ish type of vibe. That's where I'm going with it at least.
Waste of words, waste of breath, 'cause I've got none to say. Thoughts they burn inside my chest, can't take it one more day. No matter how much pain I'm in, no matter how, gotta think, I gotta breathe. Changes to come, 'cause the light's just around the corner. Life must go on. What won't kill me will make me stronger. When I'm falling down on my knees, I will rise and try to believe that changes will come, 'cause the light's just around the corner. There's ways to go, ways to leave. Been thinking about them all, 'cause life's too hard, life's too mean. But I can't just jump and fall. No matter how much pain I'm in, I won't back down. Gotta think, can't give in. Changes will come, 'cause the light's just around that corner. Life must go on. What won't kill me will make me stronger. When I'm falling down on my knees, I will rise and try to believe that changes will come, 'cause the light's just around the corner.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do is these ones that we're not going to use, I'm going to cut the little flower heads off of them. So that way, how did I get polish on me already? We can use the little heads. I think that could still be cute for something. And then I'll redo a couple other ones. Pretty. Okay, so I got the thick out, but I'm actually just going to use the soft to go over and the top coat of my nail. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cure this, but when I'm curing it, I'm actually gonna hold that rose down. I think they're roses, guys. I feel like these are not tulips, but whatevs. We're gonna use the molds. I just placed an order for a whole whack of molds off of Shein and some off Shein and AliExpress. So we'll get more molds this year of different flowers, because I feel like the last two ones we've done have been roses. I'm gonna get that check brush again, which I highly recommend this brush. I feel like I'm getting so much use out of it for so many different things. So with this, I want to go in and make sure that I'm really going around the base of these flowers, because I don't want them to be weak and pop off at all and get caught. I'm hard on my nails and I'm going to be wearing these nails, so I have to really secure them in. Okay, in the light, give that a full cure so we can just make sure. I might go around the whole nail top coating again, probably with just a regular top coat. Where did I put that one that I was going to use? Right here. I might just go with the clear. No, actually. The Doi top coat. I like the way that one is working. I don't like this one right now. Still going to use it to encapsulate these flowers, but I think we'll just do the rest of it voiceover. I'm going to put some music in my ear and really just kind of get into my vibe of artistry. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this the same way I did the other one. I'm going to use the Crazy Thick top coat, put a little bit of that down, and then put my little flower over top of it. Now, I am holding that down when I'm going in to cure it, just to make sure that any of the extra flowers are not pushing up or anything like that. You can just use the other end of your brush and kind of tap it down and hold it down while it's curing, and that'll help make sure that it's down. Like for this little side of the leaf, for instance, I'll make sure that I put extra gel on that, and if I need to just hold it down a little bit when it's in the light, then I'll do that to make sure that it adheres more flat and then there's no extra parts sticking up. But I do go ahead and go around the flower thoroughly. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to wear these nails, and I'm very rough with my nails. I do a lot of stuff in my other business. I actually am a cleaner, so I clean houses, and I do it with long nails all the time. I know a lot of people ask me, girl, I don't even know how you do that. I'm used to it, but that means I'm rough with my nails, meaning my nails I hit things and different things like that. So I need to make sure these are on. So I really want to go ahead and go all in around them, encapsulating them lightly. I don't want to lose the texture or the detail of the flower, so be mindful of not to just glob it on there. But go over it thoroughly, if that makes sense as well. So that is what I'm going to do for these little nails. Now, coming up here in a few seconds, I love the way that these extra flowers work too. I really thought that actually brought a whole like new little vibe and element to the design. I'm really enjoying that as well. So So here I'm going to grab this kind of like pistachio-ish type of vibe of a color. I think it is so pretty. All these colors in this collection are gorgeous. They're really vibrant and just like, I don't know, I'm just loving these tones. So what I'm going to do, actually, I've been wanting to play with this Embo powder, and you can also get this from Sweetie Nail Supply. I'll make sure that I link it down below. And so what you can do is you can make any gel polish into like an Embo gel, which is basically just like a thicker gel, and it won't affect the curing of it or anything like that, but you'll get like a raised effect. So if you want to give like your polish some elevation, basically like almost make it to a thicker paint type of vibe, that's what you could do. So I wanted to do for my thumb, I thought I would put a few of these little flowers on there and then kind of draw in the vines, or the stem, sorry, and then the little leaves to it, kind of like customize the flower on my thumbs, which I really like the way they turned out. I need to get better at just line work in general. Like I was just talking to a friend and saying like I need to take like a line work class. I think after school and I get like settled in a vibe, like in a group of things, I want to take like another art class. I know Sweetie Nail Supplies that they offer different art classes, so I think I really want to save up to try to do one of their next classes. They have this really cool like nuance class they're doing right now, and I'm like, oh my god, I so wish I could have went into that. But anyways, here we're gonna go ahead and we're going to just draw in some like basically lines like the stems to the flowers. But what the gel is going to do now for me is it's thicker. So I have like, it's almost like a paint vibe. Like it gives it more of like an elevation. It's not just a little flat line. It's going to be raised a little bit. So like that's the best way to describe it, what it's doing. So it's really, really cool. This powder, I'm like, it's so sick. You just add a little bit, make sure it's thoroughly mixed. And it's really, really cool. I had such fun playing with it. You will see here coming up shortly, I honestly just kept it completely up because it didn't make any sense. I drawed in little flowers on the two nails that don't have the 3D flowers, and my idea in my head was like having these like faint flowers more like in the background, and it's kind of like you would see it from a distance type of vibe, but I think it was just too much. Like here, if you'll kind of see, it was just too much. It was just a little too busy, too many flowers on these ones, so I ended up just filing them off, but you will see it right here. So on the middle nail, I want to go ahead and I added a little butterfly, and then I had these little clear iridescent like pearls, and that's kind of what this butterfly is too. Overall, the very end of it, I did add a little bit of polish to the butterfly, just like to give it a little bit of color. Like I think I need to invest, or again, get some more molds with butterflies that I can custom make them that way too, which is a really good idea. I should do that. I think I've been just focusing on flowers, so I should get a couple butterfly ones, so that would be really cool just to give it a little bit more color and dimension. But I did add a little color to it just to give it some dimension. But these cute little flowers, I tried to draw some tulips. I don't know why I'm just in the vibe of tulips, but tulips just remind me of spring. Let me know down below in the comments what reminds you of spring. Like, how do you feel like when you see it, you're like, yes, spring is here, it's coming. To me, is seeing those flowers. I always feel like tulips just pop up the first thing. And that just kind of gives me like spring vibes, summer's coming, and I just love that. Like, it's so crazy how the world, it's constantly changing. Like we don't realize it sometimes, but the seasons change. You get yucky weather to beautiful flowers. Like all these things happen in nature that just bring beauty. And like a lot of devastation brings beauty, if that makes sense. And it's just, that's kind of the vibe I get of spring. It's like you have all the harshness of the winter and all that, but all this beautifulness comes from it as well. So it's really, really cool, and that's what inspired me for this nail set. Again, I love these colors. They're so beautiful. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much, sweetie. I truly appreciate you sending me out these polishes. I just love them. So what I'm going to do here quickly is I'm going to actually take the Ho Lee gels, the meringues. Oh, I almost forgot what they're called. The meringues, and I want to use that to give the clouds some texture. So that'll also bring another little bit of element to the sky of these nails, a little bit up, just bringing in like the texture of the clouds. So I do go ahead and put that, and I love that because these are a non-wipe and you don't have to worry about going over them with top coat and losing the texture of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab a little bit around where I've already kind of drawn in the cloud and just bring an elevation of the clouds up. Okay guys, I'm actually like, I don't know, I'm just not liking the little flowers on these two nails. I think I'm gonna go ahead and file them off. I'm just feeling it's actually too much. I think I like the concept in my head of like having them almost in the background, but I think it's just a little too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and file them off, and then I will blend in the color. Hopefully it will still look okay. And then we'll go ahead and do these nails. Finish this hand. Here we are guys, here's the final look. Super cute. I really like the way they turned out. I did really encapsulate the flowers to make sure that they're not going to get caught and just kind of pop off. This one I did very rushy, but I was getting ready to go eat pho and I like kind of cured it a little too quicker than I probably should have because it came thick, but I really like the way they turned out. I think they turned out super cute. There's such a spring vibe. I really enjoyed working with this polish. And I really like them. Let me know what you guys think below. Would you rock these? I think they're super cute for spring. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.